Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of the DAN Show, and welcome to my latest 2021 NFL mock draft video. Today, I'm going to break down the Indianapolis Colts and what they're going to do with the 21st pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Now, if this is your first time here and you like football, welcome home. This is all I do. So hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, ring the bell. That way you're notified every time I release a new video. Currently, I release a new draft video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Plus, every Friday night, 7:15 Central Standard Time, I go live right here on YouTube, and I talk football. Look, on the live stream, anything goes. All your questions are answered. It's a fantastic show. I encourage you to join. Now that I got that over and done with, let's break down the Colts. I'm going to start off with one of my all-time favorite players, and that's Justin Houston, who left via free agency. Now, technically, the Colts could re-sign him, but I really believe that if they were going to re-sign him, they would already do that. And you could use this draft pick to replace Justin Houston here. And a guy that I really like would be Kwity Paye. And Kwity Paye really should already be off the board at this time. Now, you could also look at Jalen Phillips and Gregory Rousseau. But out of all these players, I like Kwity Paye the best. Now, I think Paye is best suited as a 3-4 outside linebacker. But Justin Houston was a 3-4 outside linebacker the majority of his career. You got somebody in Paye who has very similar size and strength, but he's a lot faster. And on this turf, he would really add a speed element to this defensive line, and that could be really dangerous. Another player that you may want to look at is Levi Ozer Ike, and you put him next to Buckner, and you have a really dynamic duo there at defensive tackle for the Colts. Now, I want to be very clear. The Colts defensive line is very strong, even with Houston leaving. And the defense overall was really good last year. They were 10th in points, 8th in yards, second against the run, or second fewest rush yards in the NFL last year. So the defense is pretty good, and especially the defensive line. But losing Houston's going to hurt. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if the Colts go ahead and try to fortify that defensive line. Secondary is another possibility here. You could take Trevon Moehrig, or you can go with the local kid, Jamar Johnson. And the reason why I see this is because I remember loving Malik Hooker coming out of Ohio State, but this is a guy never panned out. So adding somebody who could play that free safety role, this is not an area of weakness, but adding a player here could really improve the Colts defense. They were top 10 in scoring last year. They could actually be better. You could also see them taking a chance here on Caleb Farley, a guy that they could bring him along slowly if he's not able to recover from surgery quick enough. Again, this is a guy they wouldn't have to throw in right away. He could contribute on some sub packages, and then once he's 100%, then he could go ahead and play. But personally, I think the Colts are going to draft on the offensive side of the ball. I haven't even talked about Carson Wentz yet. Last time Carson Wentz and Frank Wright, the head coach, were together, Wentz was almost NFL MVP, and Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. Now, yes, Nick Foles was the quarterback, but nobody was expecting Nick Foles to start if Carson Wentz was healthy. Now, Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Fame quarterback, but he was 39 and definitely past his prime. So Carson Wentz could be a massive upgrade here. From a physical standpoint, this is a massive upgrade. So why not get him some weapons? Because last year, your leading pass catcher was Nyheim Hines. He's the backup running back. T.Y. Hilton had a decent year, 56 catches, 762 yards, and 5 touchdowns while battling some injuries, but I think his best days are behind him, and he's really best suited to be your number 2 option. Now, Michael Pittman, the Colts' second-round pick last year, their first second-round pick, has all the physical tools to be a really good wide receiver in this league, but his stats were 40 catches, 503 yards, and 1 touchdown despite a really big frame. And that's a little disappointing because your second-round pick, Jonathan Taylor, looks like to be an absolute superstar. So when I look at the Colts, I'm thinking to myself, Kadarius Toney makes a lot of sense here. This is a guy I absolutely love, and he could be an immediate threat on special teams while learning the offense. And he provides something that neither Hilton or Pittman provide, and that's an explosive threat with the ball in his hands. So I really like Kadarius Toney here, and I almost made that pick. However, with the 21st pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, I have the Indianapolis Colts selecting Sam Cosmi, tackle out of Texas. With offensive line, it's really hard to say who's better than who and which team has which player ranked higher. In a lot of mock draft boards, Jalen Mayfield and Tevin Jenkins are actually ranked above Samuel Cosmi here, but in my opinion, I dislike Cosmi here. I think it's a good fit for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I want to be very clear. There was some talk about Quinton Nelson being moved to tackle, and if that's the case, I would actually have the Colts taking Elijah Vera Tucker, putting him in at guard if you want to have Nelson on the outside. Now, I don't see that happening, and I just want to go on record. I think that's a massive mistake. You take the best, probably the best guard in football, and Quinton Nelson. Why move him to tackle? It doesn't make any sense. I think here you put Samuel Cosmi, the big athletic tackle from Texas, put him on the outside. He's your day one starter at left tackle, and you can work with the kid because he does have upside and athletic potential. Again, I just want to emphasize this. If the Colts think that Tevin Jenkins Jalen Mayfield or Tevin Jenkins is better, if the Colts have them ranked higher, that's going to be the pick. Most mock drafts do have these two other guys higher. I personally think Cosmi's just a good fit here for the Colts. I just like his game, and I just think it's going to be a good fit here for the Colts. Now, did you like this pick? Did you disagree? Did you boo me? Is this such a bad pick that you booed me? Hey, let me know. Drop a comment below, and let's talk football. Now, look, Friday, I'm going to break down the Tennessee Titans and what they're going to do at the 22nd pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. So, hey, I will see you Friday.